Hey guys, what's going on? McMole2 here. Welcome back. We're continuing to take a look at the Rancor Solo for Hero Pit Raid. As you can notice, I've got Dengar in instead of TIE Fighter Pud. I've got Jenner, so with Sidious, Darth Nihilus, and Darth Vader as well. So you're probably wondering why Dengar is in. That's because he can also do Tenacity Down. So if you don't have a TIE Fighter pilot, you can try Dengar. He's not going to be reliable, but he's still useful for it. But before we take any further look at the strategy overall of this team, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the mods and why I'm using them on him. So for Dengar, I'm running a bit of speed so he can use his basic as much as possible since it calls in an ally to assist against debuff characters. So since I'm using Zader, that helps call in the Sith so they can do more turn meter removal. So we've got that on him. I'm also bumped up his crit chance a little bit as well for his grenades, which when it hits it critically, hits a target, it does Tenacity Down on them, so that's a replacement for TIE Fighter Pilot. So yeah, something I'd like to go ahead and point out is that the final score for this solo is not going to be a full clear, because we had someone in our guild who got a little trigger happy and tried to solo the Rancor a couple hours early. He knocked it off all the way to about a third of the way through phase 2, so it's not going to be a full score, but this team could still definitely clear it all the way. I only managed to get one slam in from the Rancor against my team in phase 2. That's even with the bug, which you'll notice here and there. Still going on. You'll notice there's times where it feels like the team's removing like 60% of the Rancor's turn meter. Should only be 20%, so yeah, we still have that issue. Another thing to note is that Dengar on his basic, when he's calling a Sith to attack and it reduces turn meter, it actually reduces the turn meter on Dengar's basic instead of when the Sith will attack. That's, I mean, I guess you could call that a bug, but I mean, really, it's not that much of an issue because the Sith himself will not reduce the turn meter. It's just Dengar himself who's doing it instead. So it's not like you're getting double dipping of the turn meter removal there. But yeah, the strategy here is that I actually did not use Culling Blade except for when the door came down the Rancor. The entire phase 4 clear was with Tenacity Down from the grenades from Dengar at the beginning with a critical hit, and then I just kind of kept going and going. At the very end, when I use a Culling Blade, it freezes up the game, but you can see very quickly that it did 681k on a crit, which not that impressive. I don't think I'm running too high of crit damage on Vader as it is anyways. Yeah, there I'm checking time to make sure I'm not clearing things too early and having to hold off. So there's going to be a bit of a pause here. You notice there's about a % drop in between the final Culling Blade. That's just my mistake, trying to slow down the game a little bit. Give myself some more time to clear things. But yeah, this team, Dengar makes a very good substitution for TIE Fighter Pilot with his Tenacity Down on crits from his mines. So stack crit chance on him if you want to go for that. Yeah, TIE Fighter Pilot is definitely more reliable because he can crit a lot, he can move faster, he gains turn meter for debuffed enemies and foresight as well, so you can keep him alive a little bit better. Dengar does have a special where he has 50% chance to apply speed down to a Rancor or the primary target with his, it's the one where he runs up and like bashes a character in the face. So if you miss the speed down with Vader, you can try that instead. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'd say this is a very good team. Definitely keep an eye out. Try it if you want to. But as always, guys, feel free to like and subscribe. Also, keep an eye out. I've got a very special announcement coming in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that, and I will talk to you guys later.